of what? Okay. Thank you, Aditya. Hi, Tanish. Hi, Shraddha. Thank you so much. Hello, Suprabha. So, very warm welcome to today's session, guys. Hello, Anil. Hi, Athar. Hi, Rohan. One second. Let me just refresh the chats because I'm not able to see. Yes, Raj, I'm right here in front of you. Thanks to all for implementing my idea. What idea, dear? Hi, Sanju. Thank you, Aditya. Yes, there will be a Menti quiz. Don't worry. Thank you, Shivangi. And I really want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for wishing for all your best wishes that I have got through emails, through Telegram, so many messages that I have received. Thank you so much for your lovely wishes. It's really a blessing and a pleasure to have you all as students. So thank you so much for actually making the day very special for me. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for all the lovely wishes. Right. This chapter was done in the English Hindi channel. So this is the English channel, right? So we are going to do this in the English channel. Okay. Let's start off with the session. So yes, the lost child, guys. Have you all read the chapter, The Lost Child? So when you read the title of the story, The Lost Child, what exactly is coming in your mind? A child who is lost? Yes or no? And thank you, Neetu. Thank you, Shubham. Let's start. Yes. Okay, so tell me, guys, quickly, what exactly strikes in your mind when you hear this title, The Lost Child? Come on, come on. Value of parents, amazing. But before reading the chapter, how can you know that value? It talks about value of parents from the title itself. What do you understand? Hi, Sanchit. It's about the lost child. Pro Hacker is saying. Thank you, Aryan, for your wish. Thank you so much. Yes, Swastik. Hi, Swastik. The child who got lost in the fair. Okay, mele mein kho gaya. Okay. Chalo, let's see what the story has to say. There is a deeper meaning in this. Actually, it's not just about the child getting lost in the fair and the value of. Yes, of course, there is. The deeper meaning lies in the fact that the value of parents that is being told, right? So definitely that is there, but there is another inherent or symbolic meaning to this lesson, which we will go through when we start with the session, right? So let's start with the session. Hanji Kavya, I'm right there. So before starting with the session, let me give you, since your midterms are approaching, your exams are approaching, so let me give you 3 important mantras. Okay, in order to score more than 90% marks, who are excited to listen to all these 3 tips that I'm going to give? Not more, not many tips, just 3 important thumb rules. How many of you are excited to listen to this? Yes or no? Arey Sanjana, thank you, Miss India ma'am. Thanks a lot. Okay, me. I can see that. Rashmeet and Neetu. Okay, Shubham, thank you so much. Hi, Sashwat, thank you so much. Pro Hacker, okay, that's great. So, guys, the tips that I'm going to give you is number one. The first tip is you need to give equal attention to all the subjects. Devote equal amount of time for all your subjects. Okay. Tip number two, you need proper guidance, right? So proper solving guidance means that can be in terms of doubt solving, in terms of assistance, assisting you with the notes, in terms of all the possible help that you can get in order to score that, that in order to be there, that is 90% above, 90%. Yes, I think all of you have the capability of scoring more than 90%, right? Why you fall short is because of these 3 factors. So one factor is, I told you, giving equal attention to all the subjects. Then number two is very proper guidance, and number three is a very good revision, guys. So a very good revision is definitely going to give you the best. The best means you you have to score more than 90. So that is going to enable you to score. Now the problems that you face in these areas are you have so many doubts which remain unsolved, right? Notes, you do not have proper notes with you. Tests and assignments, you also, if you have assignments, you are not able to solve, or sometimes you do not have any assignment. So if you are not having the assignment or even the test, that means your revision is not getting completed, and it's not following a proper structure. So that takes you, I mean, it pushes you back somehow. Okay. Competitive exams, you need to study for competitive exams. You actually want to crack your competitive exams, but again, lack of guidance. Choice of schedule, choice of language being the other two problems. So here I am not just going to give you the problems, but also going to give you the solution for all the existing problem, and how to see, or how to satisfy all the three mantras, how to achieve all the three mantras that I gave you right away. That is only and only with the help of our platform. That is the doubts being solved completely with the help of our platform, definitely with the help of our dedicated class teachers as well as qualified master teachers, notes which you get after each and every session, assignments which you get after each and every session, the tests, the monthly tests that we conduct, right? Uh, um, Monthly tests and the performance report that we give to you helps you to analyze your shortcomings and helps you to also analyze your strengths. Competitive exams, we do provide guidance for that. Even choice of schedule and choice of language is also very flexible, only and only for you guys. So we have made this platform only and only to help you out, right? So plus, we also have unlimited live classes, micro course and crash course. Now, what is this concept of micro course? Micro course is chapter wise course. Okay? Chapter wise course, as in, suppose you get the performance report which we provide you after taking your test, and you analyze that this is a chapter which I need a revision, in which I need a revision. So you can do that particular thing in the micro course, guys. Isn't that amazing? So micro course is going to give you that. So it is going to make you revise the entire chapter. Crash course is going to make you revise the entire syllabus. So see, the complete revision part is totally done in our platform, and in a very structured format. And then personalized attention, which is not always possible in YouTube or any other field, that is possible in our platform. So just visit this link, okay, vdnt.in/ytpro, and you can have these options. Choose your grade 9th, 10th, whatever it is. Choose your board, CBSE, ICSE, and check out the details, right? Whatever details I have mentioned right away, you can check that out. And then if you're satisfied with everything, just click on get subscription, and you have 3 types of subscription: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. The price is mentioned at the end. So go for that after the coupon code, right? Because I'm going to give you the coupon code, and of course you're going to apply that, right? So go for the price after the coupon code. So recommended would be the 6 months one, because you end up paying less in the 6 month subscription. 1 month subscription is more. Every month, if you try and get the subscription, you end up paying more than what you pay totally at once in those 6 months at the stretch, right? And 6 months duration is a standard duration which you need in order to prepare yourselves for ultimate, your final exams, right? So the coupon code is SWREPRO. So you just need to visit vdnt.in/ytpro. The coupon code is SWREPRO. Alright guys, so now we are going to start with, and I'm looking forward to see you all very soon in the Vedantu Pro subscription. Okay. Hi Asif Ahmed Sheikh, thank you so much dear. Menti Code, jhuta, don't say Menti Code. Wrong Menti Code you are saying. So I will tell you the Menti Code, don't worry. First listen to the lecture, then you will be able to crack the Menti amazingly well. Okay. Pranjal, this is not the Menti Code. Don't mislead. Don't mislead. Okay. Angie, I will tell you the Menti Code. First, you need to participate wholeheartedly in the class. Only then will I conduct the Menti Quiz. Chalo, Teachers Day mein itna to kar do yaar. Participate in the class, guys. Listen to the lecture. है ना? Okay. Thank you so much for all your wishes. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I'm really glad to see you all and really blessed to have you all. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Avinash. Hi, Harshil. Taken your name. Hi, Yashwan. Thank you. Okay, so now we will start with the chapter and we are going to analyze the entire story and deal with some questions. And the second part is going to analyze the most important questions, character sketches, themes, the complete symbolic meaning. Okay, so today we are just going to look at, we're keeping it light today, just going to look at the story, right? So before we start, let's see what it is. And let's have a start with a wonderful quote. The quote says, be sure to spend time with your parents while you can. Because one day, when you look up from your busy life, they won't be there anymore. Which is quite relevant and true in our lives as well. Many a times we are so busy in our lives. So you people are now kids, right? When you grow up, when you go to the go for job, now you are busy in your studies. When you grow up, you go for various other things in your life. Sometimes you will feel, I don't know whether you will realize or not, but you must realize that you need to give a little bit of time to your parents as well. Because one day when you look back from your busy life, you will see that, oh my God, a long time has passed and I haven't actually paid attention to my parents, right? So one day they won't be there. They are not always there with us, right? So this is a truth, this is an inevitable truth. So we must give them the best that they have also given. Of course, we cannot give them back that whatever love they have given, but of course, we should try to do the least that we can in order to make them happy, right? So, this is a quote meaningful. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. I do not like to call it a lecture. I would prefer to call it a detailed analysis of a chapter which teach us a valuable lesson which will prepare us to face all the hardships of our life. Thank you so much, Sanju. That's a great compliment, I would say. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Yes, exactly. We must give as much time as we can give and more memories with them so that they could cherish that exactly. So now this is the story, The Lost Child is a very meaningful story and a story with a deep insight, right, by Mulk Raj Anand, right? And he is notable for the depiction of poor caste in a traditional Indian society, which we will also find in this story. And he is admired for his novels, short stories, right? And he is an um, Indian English author, right? So basically, he was an Indian, but he wrote in English. So Indian writer in English. Okay. So he is a contemporary with another writer, R.K. Narayan. Yes. So R.K. Narayan, Mulkraj Anand, they are all contemporary writers, right? And Anand received civilian honor of the Padma Bhushan in 1968. So beginning with the story, now it was a spring fair. People were all going to fair. How many of you enjoy going to fair? Have you ever visited a fair, village fair or something like that? Have you ever visited? Thank you, TJ Bora. Thank you so much. So guys, tell me, how many of you have visited a fair, a village fair, a country fair, whatever it is? At any point of time in your life, I have visited. When I was a kid, I used to visit fairs. And like this lost child, I also used to do I used to throw so many tantrums. I used to, always make this always try and always ask my parents to give me this, to give me that. I always used to sit in front of the stalls and just like the little boy, always used to cling to the stalls and whatever items I wanted to buy. So how many of you have visited and did the same thing? Try to go back to your childhood and try to cherish all those memories that you have spent, right? Okay, in Eidgah, yes, yes, yes. That. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Nikita, for reminding me of Eidgah. Yes, if you have read the story, wonderful story by Munshi Premchand, Eidgah. In Hindi, he has written. If you're not very comfortable in Hindi, then you can also read the English version because most of his stories are also translated into English. So you can have a look at Eidgah. That's a wonderful and a very heart-touching story, guys. Exactly. Yes. So now, some walked, some rode on horses, some in bullock carts. So, as I already mentioned, the fact that Mulk Raj Anand used to give a brilliant description of the wonderful village life, and also especially he was known for the depiction of the poor life, right? Poor people. So you can see that people are walking, people are on horses and in bullock carts. So definitely he's talking about the rich, vibrant heritage of the village life. And of course, the people here are humble, right? The little child ran with his parents and he was overjoyed. So think about your memories, your childhood memories, when you used to go with your parents and with your family members to village fair or any fair, right? For that matter. So when he remained behind, his father asked him to come. He remained behind to see the toys in the shop. So he was fascinated. So the moment he entered the world, I mean the fair, he was as if into some other world. He was fascinated by seeing so many items, so many stalls, and each and every item, it was very close to his heart, and he wanted to buy each and every item, take the merry-go-round, and each and every ride that he saw, he wanted to do that, right? He wanted to go into that ride. So that kind of fascinated him, and that kind of made him crave for all those items, right? So always he used to stay behind because he was busy in watching those items. He could not afford to leave those items and walk away, right? So somehow that was, they were taking a place in his heart, capturing a place in his heart, and he was not able to leave them. So this is very important. The fact that he remained behind, that is very, very important. And his parents always used to call him, right? Because they saw that he is remaining behind. So they were from a humble background. So they of course could not give him all that he wanted. So could not buy all that he wanted. So that is why they used to call him. So remember, when you used to throw tantrums to your parents by saying, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, how did your parents react? Yes, tell me in the chat box, guys. Thank you, Muskan. So how did your parents react? Come on, when you want to buy something which you want, no matter what you want, okay? So how do your parents react? Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Anyone? They get annoyed? Okay. They won't give. So have you tried and analyzed why do they do so? Try and think about it, guys. Try and think about it. Right. So then the little boy initially he wanted the toy. But the parents, of course, they belong to a humble family, so they couldn't buy it. So they asked him to look at other things. So just as your parents try to console you sometimes, hey, chodo, chodo, let us see what is there, let us move forward and see what else is there, right? So his father used to always be a very strict disciplinarian kind of a man, and his mother used to always try and comfort him, right? And try and distract him, divert his attention towards the other things, right? So his mother acted as a mediator, right? Just as all our mothers do, right? Typical mothers, है ना? Okay, hi Divyansh, I am good. Yes, Mehak, there will be a Menti, don't worry. So it was the season of mustard flowering. The fields looked cold with it. So he also loved nature. So he looked at the fields of mustard, blooming, right? Golden field of mustards blooming. So that was something which also captured his attention, right? The dragonflies were fluttering over the mustard field. So try and visualize the beautiful scene that Anand has tried to wonderfully paint, right? The child tried to catch each of them. So he was fascinated by the dragonfly, he was fascinated by the beautiful golden mustard fields. And then again, he was constantly being called by his mother. Now, there is a symbolic meaning in each of this. His entry into the world of fair, his being constantly called by his parents, right? All these have symbolic meanings. Try to think about them. We will talk about the symbolic meaning definitely in the next class. On this session, on this chapter, right? So as I have given you the hint, so try and find out the symbolic meanings of these things, right? His entry into the fair, his getting diverted by so many items, his fascination with so many items, and then his constantly being called by his parents. Please try and analyze the symbolic meaning behind it. Okay. He heard the dove cooing. He had picked up the medals in the grove den. He also ran around the banyan tree, but again he was scored. So he's constant calling by the parents and is constantly lagging behind. Very, very, very important. Soon the child reached the fair. He heard a sweet meat seller calling gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. So how many of you are also having this craving? How many of your mouths are watering after hearing this? Gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. Come on. How many of you are hungry? I am. Are you all? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. Are thank you, Priyal. Thank you so much. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than parents, for these only gave life. Those, the art of living. Arey wow, thank you, Pro Hacker. Amazing, amazing, great, great. But parents are our first teachers. Yes or no, guys? I think all of you would agree. So salute to your parents as well, and wish your parents your happy Teachers Day as well, because they are your first teachers, right or not? Okay. Samosa rabdi bus started. Okay. Okay, right. So the sweet shop was greatly decorated. So you can also, if you have read Premchand's Eidgah, you can actually equate this scene with Hamid also getting, so much getting fascinated by the kind of sweets that his friends were showing off, right? If you remember that scene, if you have read the chapter, you will be able to actually remember. The sweet shop was greatly decorated with different sweets, and seeing the sweets, of course, the child's mouth watered. I think many of our mouths are also watering. Yes, he said, I want that burfi. Burfi was his favorite sweet, but his saying was saying so was unheeded. Unheeded means he was not paid attention to. All our parents do this. They do not pay attention to any of our tantrums, right? Okay. So the child went ahead with his parents. He heard a flower seller saying, a garland of gulmohar. So a garland is mala, okay. The child went to the flower basket. He wanted a garland, okay, but he knew his parents would refuse. So we all know that koi baat nahi. No, there is no use, pointless of saying that I want this, I want that, because ultimately our parents are not going to give us, right? So he moved on. So we all have this feeling. So we all have this inner child inside. Even I, like, even when we grow up, we have this kind of childishness inside us, and we should actually keep the inner child in us alive. Yes. Then he saw a balloon seller. He had balloons of various colors. The child knew his parents would not buy a balloon, so he walked on further. The child then saw a snake charmer. And then what was he doing? He was playing a flute. He went near the snake charmer. He knew that his parents had asked him not to hear such music, right? So he went ahead. So snake charmer also has a symbolic meaning, and the parents parents forbidding the child to hear this kind of music is also something that needs to be kept in mind. Then he saw a merry-go-round. Men, women, children were enjoying the ride. So many items he had. So please make a list of all the items that he had actually seen when he was visiting. The child called, I want to go on the roundabout, please. Father, mother, there was no reply. The child had been lost. Now this time, the child, when he wanted to go in the merry-go-round, and he wanted his parents, he wanted to ask permission. Finally, he mustered up the courage to ask permission. And then when he turned back to seek permission, he saw, to his dismay, that his father and mother were not there. His parents were not there. He had been lost. So, the title, The Lost Child, is now, here we find its justification, right? And then what happened after he was lost? A full deep cry rose within the child's deep throat. He cried, Mother, Father, tears rolled down his eyes. He cried and ran to and fro, but he couldn't see his parents. So, after that, what happened? He ran to a shrine. There was a big crowd there. The child went a bit ahead between people's feet. So, of course, crowded place it was. It was a fair. So he tried to somehow jostle in between, people's feet. However, he was pushed back because there were so many people over there. A man heard his cry. He lifted him up in his arms. Then the man asked the child how he got there. Of course, so this man was a gentleman, and he asked that how did you get here? What happened, right? The child was only crying. And what did he say while he was crying? Very, very, very important. I want my father, I want my mother, I want my father. And this man tried to console him. Okay, tried he tried uh, everything, whatever he could do, tried to get him into the merry-go-round, but he refused. What did he say? I only want my father and my mother. Then he went and took him to the balloon cellar. Again he said, he sobbed and only said one thing: he wanted his parents. Again, he went to the Garland cellar, but he even did not want that. Then he went to the sweet cellar. He even did not want that anymore. So you can see here that these are the items, these are the particular items which he wanted. As the moment he entered the fair, he wanted all these items. But when he realized that he has lost his parents, even these items, these materialistic items, could not gratify him, and he did not want any of those items. He only and only wanted his mother and his father. So try to relate the quote with this very lesson, right? We are all busy in the charms of the world, right? So this entire fair can be taken as a symbolic representation of the worldly charms. We are so lost, sometimes we are so engrossed that we do not realize that we have our parents, uh, on whom we are not devoting our time. And let it not be too long to realize this, too long to the point that they are no more there, just like the lost child. So when he actually realized the value of his father, it is only when it's only when they are lost, right? So let's not lose our parents. Let's realize the value of our parents before they get lost and before we lose them forever. This is exactly what is the message of this beautiful story, and we will analyze the entire story symbolically in the next session. As I told you that each and everything, each and every item has a kind of symbolic meaning. So I have already pointed out his entrance into this fair, and then his clinging on to the items, his parents trying to call him again and again, right? And then finally he's getting lost and he's not wanting those very items that he had previously wanted. These are the things which needs to be symbolically represented. So your homework is to find out the symbolic meaning of all these that I have just now told you. समझ आया? Yes or no? Okay. So, I hope you have understood somehow, broadly speaking, the message of the story. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So now, question for you guys. Why did the child no more want those things that he craved for earlier? Please put down your thoughts on this question in the comment section. Do not forget that. Right? And yes, also try and analyze the symbolic meaning and put down your comments regarding that. And if you can, list down all the items that the child saw when he entered into the fair and the child wanted in a sequence, if you can, right? So we will start from this. We will start our discussion for the next session from this very point, right? And definitely I will elaborate on the symbolic meaning. Today we have just analyzed the story and a comprehensive message that the story wants to propound, right? Underneath this beautiful, lovely village fair and the child getting attracted by all the items, just as we used to do when we were little kids. Yes or no, guys? Okay, chalo. Next, we will have the Menti session. So your favorite session, and today's Menti is, trust me guys, very easy. Very easy guys, very easy. Right? So quickly join the Menti quiz. The code is 2829508. Come on. Come on. Ami and Aju says the child lost interest in the things that he wanted earlier because he was lost in the fair. He was panic stricken on being separated from his parents. He wanted to see only and only his parents. Amazingly well put. Thank you for the answer. Yes. What happened next? The story ends here, guys. What happened next is up to us how we interpret it, right? So, okay, so let's see. Come on, guys, come on. Quickly join the Menti quiz 2829508. That is the code for Menti. Yes, that is the code for Menti 2829508. Should we start? Okay, let's start off with the very first question. Why did the child lag behind his parents? Very simple. Because of the stops he took, because he was crying, or both. Very simple. Very simple. Today's Menti is very simple. Today, let's enjoy. Okay. So, today we have kept the Menti very simple. Right? Right. So, most of you are correct because he took stops in order to look at his favorite items. He did not want to miss any of them, right? So he always lingered behind, right? So that is the answer. Next, let us have a look at the leaderboard. Okay, jaldi se, let's have a look. Tarun, happy Teachers Day, ma'am. Thank you so much, Tarun. Prakriti, Dr. Centipede, Sakura, Nivedita, Sanuja, Sonali, Rashmi, Kevin, and happy Teachers Day, ma'am. Thank you, Adya. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for all your lovely wishes. Thank you. Okay, next question. Next question, guys. 17th, Nikita. Great. When did the child realize that he had lost his way? While returning? While eating ice cream? When he turned to take permission from his parents to take the merry-go-round? Both A and B. Think about it and then answer. Very good. This is correct. Almost everyone has given the correct answer. Amazing. Very well done. Very well done. Very happy with your performance. Very good. So yes, when he actually went for the merry-go-round, he wanted to take a ride and he wanted to ask permission of his parents, and then he realized that he has lost his parents, right? So Tarun, Prakriti, Sonali, Nivedita, Rashmeet, Vedantu, wow, Kavya, Dikshita, Kevin, Divangi. Great. So let's have the next question now. Mukesh, code is 2829508. What did the child do when he realized that he had lost his way? Cried and ran here and there, felt happy, reported to the office. Very simple again. Very simple. Okay. So most of you have given the correct answer. Cried and ran here and there. Absolutely good. Good. Next. Okay, so Tarun, Prakriti, Nivedita, Kavya, Sonali, Rashmi, Vedangal. I face problem teachers are beautiful. ये क्या है, Yash? What is this? Okay, is it a compliment? I take it as a compliment then. Okay, Dikshita and Niharika. Okay, amazing. Very good. Congratulations. I see many new people joining the leaderboard. Great. Let's brace up for the next questions, guys. I want to see more people joining the leaderboard. New people, right? Next question. Okay. Why did the child lose his interest in all the things he was interested earlier? Because of separation from his parents, because of no response from his parents, both A and B. Thank you, Indian blogs. Okay, so yes, because of the separation from his parents, right? So he was lost, his parents had separated from him, and therefore he lost interest in all the things. So he also realized how important the parents are, right? So again, this has a symbolic meaning, as I told you. So we will discuss that in the next class, definitely, because that would take up a little bit of time, right? Okay, so let's have a look at the answer at the leaderboard. Okay, so Tarun is consistent, Prakriti, Yash, Rashmi, Dikshita, Vedan girl, Kavya, Sanuja, Sonali, Niharika. Great, 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 great. Let's check the next question. The second last question, guys. Come on. What did the child realize? What did the child realize? The fair was charming, the toys were attractive, that parents are the most valuable asset, both A and B. Come on. What did the child realize? Very simple. Yes. So he realized that the parents are the most valuable asset. Very well done. Very well done. And with that, the writer also helps us to, realize this very fact. Great. Let's have a look at the next question. First, let us have a look at the leaderboard. Right. So, Tarun, so Yash is going up. Okay, that's great. Prakriti, Dikshita, Vedangal, Rashmeet, Kavya, Niharika, Jabez, and Sanuja. Very well done. So, I could see few new people also. Very well done, guys. Keep that up. Keep up the good work. Next question. How did the generous man try to calm down the child? Showing him different toys, taking him to rides, taking him, talking to him and diverting his attention, or all. Think about it. And thank you, Vilas, and I saw your mail also. Thank you so much for the wonderful mail. Thank you so much. Okay, so very well done. All of the above. So this is an important question, can come as a 2-mark question as well. So you need to look at all the options, right? Remember all the options. That would help you to frame your 2-mark answer as well. Okay, bacha? So let's have a look at the final leaderboard. Let's have a look. Okay, so Tarun is the winner for today. Congratulations, Tarun, and congratulations to all my lovely students who had participated wholeheartedly in today's session. Not only in the session, also in the Menti Quiz. Of course, Menti Quiz is your favorite, I know that. But you also had participated in the session. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and support us. We do need your support. We do need your love, and keep sharing your love and motivate us the same way that you are doing. Thank you so much. Take care, and thank you for all your lovely wishes. Thank you all. I would have loved to thank you personally, but you can see it's not possible. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you again in the next session.